Alright, what's up everybody? It's Jobbers and Goons here. I'm excited to be doing this video. It took a couple days. And the two videos I'm doing today, after this one, I will be working on the script for, well, not script, just the scans gathered for the Doctor Strange Part 2. So that's going to be a banger. Run the likes up for this and that as well. Plus, this is just a video. Let's try to hit like 600 likes, by the way. And I will drop a thing being the Hood Hulk Part 2. But anyways, Ben Grimm's one of my favorite characters of all time. It's that simple. He is a tier 4 goon. Not even going to waste your time. Like, he's that dope of a character. Everybody sleeps on him, both as readers and as the actual characters in the comic verse. So as a result, the Thing has had to put hands on several people throughout time to prove his worth. So again, strap in. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to run the likes up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I consistently post. As well as check out my second channel, The Coffee Shop. But without further ado, let's begin. So, these are going to be 13, big moments where Thing was like Hood Hulk personified. Like, literally just a tougher, more, not savage than Hulk, but the way he goes about things is a lot more funny because he's smarter than Hulk typically is. He's not as strong, so he does a lot more bullshit, and he gets in a lot more bullshit fights. So, first one we're going to talk about is when he thought Silver Surfer was applying pressure to his girl, right? One thing about Ben Grimm, he doesn't play about his girl. Don't talk to her, don't touch her, don't hurt her, anything like that. He thought Surfer was being slick about his chick, right? So he pulls up on Surfer and he's like, yo, bitch, let's throw hands. Starts rocking him. I'm talking about Surfer literally says, your strength, even with my power cosmic, is almost beyond conception and comprehension. I was like, damn right. The right hand of Thing is outerversal confirmed. But anyways, he was beating the shit out of Surfer to the point that Surfer goes, yo, I can't brawl with this guy. I gotta go into like a god form of an energy mode. And so he turns into this massive like energy form. And he's like, yo, I'm basically God now. Like, do you concede? And Ben Grimm was like, kiss my ass, dog. And punches him in his shit again because he will swing on anything. And then he sees the jet cycle, hops on the bike, and pedals off on the plug with a pissed off energy form Surfer chasing him. That's right. Ben is hilarious, especially when it comes to his many squabbles with Silver Surfer, which you'll see throughout the video. Now, this moment is when Thing gets into another altercation with Surfer. This is actually really the first time they run into each other. And if you didn't know, Surfer wasn't always cool. He wasn't always like the nice Superman type character, just a Boy Scout. He was kind of feral. Showed up and he was doing his damn job, which was finding planets for Galactus to consume, right? So he pulls up and he's like, yeah, this place looks good. The mistake he made was he landed on Ben Grimm's block. He's like, Ben's there. He's like, yo, I'm not going to let this random silver bitch pull up on my block and make these kind of threats. Proceeds to run up on him, hit him in the head, and KO him. Literally slumped Silver Jobber. In the live premiere, if you're watching, W's in the chat for Big Ben Grimm. Next was the time he stood in the pocket with Doctor Doom. Now, of course, all of you know the legend Doctor Doom, soon to be inducted in the Goon Hall of Fame. Now, he's actually had a rough history with Ben Grimm when it comes to altercation. Ben has given him hands. So he pulled up on Doctor Doom, was swinging on him and fighting. And the reason this was crazy is because this Doctor Doom had the power cosmic. And Ben Grimm was throwing hands to the point that Doom was forced to use hacks on him. That's right. Most of the time, people can't just beat things straight up. They got to use hacks on the boy. You hate to see it. But yeah, the fact he was in the trenches with Power Cosmic Doom and was throwing hands with him and made him use hacks was absolutely crazy. This moment obviously goes to show you that Ben Grimm really will swing on anybody. So, when it came to his girl, right? Beyonder was being funny. Pre-retcon Beyonder, Mr. pulled up on all the Celestials, trolled the Phoenix Force, all that shit, right? Ben Grimm got in the ring with Beyonder and beat the shit out of him. And he was like, yo, real talk, I could have put that boy on a t-shirt. And just the fact that he was willing to casually brawl with Beyonder and was brawling with Beyonder is pure comedy. Now, next up is the moment in which he had to be clutch with the ankle pick. So, at one point, Mephisto's like urging a bunch of characters. I believe they're attacking Beyonder. And this led to characters like Juggernaut getting in the mix, right? And they knocked down Ben Grimm because he's trying to solo the squad by himself. Because real shit, Ben Grimm has to do shit like that all the time. So he's fighting. He's like, oh shit, gets knocked down. He's like, I don't lose though, bitch. And when Juggernaut was running by him and you see Mephisto be like, oh yeah, we're about to get the W. Ben Grimm hits the ankle pick in the clutch, catches Juggernaut and brings him down. And you literally see the face of Mephisto as he's like, ah shit, like Ben Grimm's wilding again, son. But yeah, he hit one of the most clutch ankle picks on Juggernaut to piss off Mephisto and let down Mephisto. So that was a major W for Ben. Next, this is a moment involving his writer, Stan Lee. So, Stan Lee at one point was like, look, it's the anniversary of Marvel. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go on a journey, right? Like a tour through Marvel. Now, first of all, imagine if you could actually do that. Like, I'm sure eventually we'll get somewhere with that, with like VR and shit, where we could travel Marvel New York. But yeah, he was like, I'm going to go on a journey through my own creation. Big mistake, in my opinion. Why? Because while innocent Stan Lee was pedaling through New York in Marvel, you guys go see Worst Place to Live, Marvel's New York. I did that video. It'll give you a good idea of why this is a nightmare he just did. Takes the wrong turn. Ends up on Yancey Street. Of course, Ben Grimm steps in to help him as he catches Ben fighting crime and shit. And he was like, yo, Ben, I know you hate that accident. It changed your appearance, all that shit. I can change you. And Ben Grimm's like, dog, I'm the GOAT in my hood. I don't need the change. And Stan Lee's like, oh shit, and realizes Ben Grimm is indeed one of the GOATs. So this was a dope moment between him and Stan Lee. But don't forget, he choked out Stan Lee and also had to save him from the trenches. So that's a big moment too. Now, next up, this was a god tier moment when I read it. This is a battle between the Thing and the Executioner, Destroyer Armor, whatever the hell it's called. The big bad shit that Odin keeps around for invaders, right? And Galactus got control of the armor. So Galactus, with the power cosmic, his god tier powers, he's controlling this thing, right? Fantastic Flora flying by, and Ben Grimm sees the two. Ben goes, yo, Reed, let me out. And Reed's like, bro, that's Galactus in the armor. Why, like... And then Ben Grimm goes, yo, let me out, bitch. I want to ride his face. Let me the fuck out. And then you see Ben Grimm hop out the space whip and start throwing hands with the armor, eventually defeating it and forcing Galactus to let the armor go. God tier pull up and throw hands moment from Ben Grimm. Next, this was, not gonna lie, mad disrespectful. So this is a moment that involves the likes of the Prince of the Seas, Namor. Namor was talking big shit. Ben Grimm runs up on him not only runs up on him, keep in mind this Namor, like, thrown hands before with Hulk and shit. Yeah, real cute shit. He's underwater, so he's massively amped. Like, underwater in the newer comics, he's, like, broken or caught Mjolnir and shit like that. He's underwater. Ben Grimm drags him out the water. It was like, yeah, I'm about to beat the shit out of you. So, him going into the water and dragging Namor out of it while beating him is pure comedy and one of the most disrespectful moments you'll see. Next, this is a funny fight between him and Silver Surfer. So, of course, as you know, Surfer, thanks to the power cosmic, has hacks, right? He can fly, surf through the air, project energy beams, reality warp, matter manip, all this crazy shit. That's whack in the eyes of Ben Grimm. Why? Because you're not respecting the fight. Throw the ones. That's all Ben Grimm wants. Throw the fucking ones. Stop using hacks. And so he's fighting Surfer, right? Surfer is flying around and blasting him. Ben Grimm goes like, yo, I can't stand when people don't honor the direct fade. Picks up a rock and beams Surfer off of the board. That's right. Rocks the shit out of Silver Surfer with a rock. Because he was tired of him flying around and shooting at him like a bitch. So this was a funny ass moment. And yeah, the fact he's sniping Surfer with a rock is comedy. Now, here's a really hype modern Ben Grimm moment. So this occurs when he's taken in Ben Grimm issue 1, or The Thing issue 1, and he's taken to like the end of existence. He sees eternity there dead. He sees celestials. Bunch of wild shit. It's like the end of all things. And he meets this cloaked figure there. Looks like a Reaper, like a Grim Reaper. And Ben Grimm's like, yo, who the hell are you? And he's like, yo, I'm the end of everything. I'm the end of existence. All this shit, everything you love is gone. Bow before me. All these talking to big shit, right? Keep in mind, Ben Grimm's not even supposed to scale above Hulk, right? He's being faced with a being that's supposedly brought about the end of existence. What's Ben Grimm's response? He says, shut up, bitch, and punches him in the dumb mouth. That's right, Big Ben. He was not going to take that. He was like, yo, you're not going to just do existence like that while I'm here. And immediately rocks the cloaked figure, which was just a classic moment because it encapsulates what made Ben Grimm amazing in the older runs, and that is no matter what, no matter how the fight's going, no matter how the odds stack in his favor, he's swinging. He's going down swinging, regardless of the wind. He's fighting. That's why everybody loves Ben Grimm. But yeah, this was a gangster moment from recent comics that I really love. Now, next moment, we have the time he actually made Ronan question if he was a jobber. So, Ronan the Accuser, most of y'all know him from the movie. Executioners have a big role in their perspective government. Executioners don't fail upon their tasks, right? In fact, none had up to that point, including Ronan. He put like the weight of most of a planet or some shit like that on Ben Grimm, causing him to barely be able to move. Ben Grimm goes like, yo, if I want it bad enough, I'll stop you, bitch. And it hits a clutch tackle on Ronan. This is comedy because this is actually the first time, according to Ronan, that an executioner has ever been stopped from successfully pulling off an execution. And as we know, Ronan has gotten dogged over the years, so the fact that Ben Grimm helped start it up is godly. Next, we have a 1v1 fade he ran against Dr. Doom. Now, Dr. Doom, like I said, he's top tier goon, but sometimes he makes mistakes, sometimes he gets pulled up on. And Fantastic Four pulls up on him in his home turf in Latveria. I believe he had Daredevil captive at the time. And Thing was like, yo, what's up, bitch? And pulls up on Dr. Doom. They get to starting the 1v1 because Doom's not backing down from the 1v1. He'll accept that shit. But Doom started getting beat up. He was like, yo, Ben Grimm's kind of strong. And Thing was like tearing his armor, crushing his gauntlets, and beat the shit out of out of Dr. Doom. And they were like, yo, should we arrest him? What are we doing? They're like, yo, he has diplomatic immunity, but What's worse than an arrest? He just got his ass beat on his home turf by Ben Grimm, which is the biggest W someone like Dr. Doom could take, or the biggest L, rather. So, the fact that he handed one of the biggest L's to Dr. Doom on his home turf, God tier. Final moment, again, run the likes up. We have the 1v1 he had with Black Bolt. Now, this was funny because Black Bolt pulled up on him. They were fighting. Black Bolt's pretty strong. Like, classic Black Bolt's supposed to be like Hulk tier. Can fight characters like that. He's blasted away Apocalypse before. All the he with like a whisper, he almost put down Gladiator. All this shit. He gets to scrapping Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm's like, bro, I'm not a bitch. I don't care about your singing ass. They start throwing hands. Black Bolt's like, oh my god, this dude's strong as a bitch. And he throws the Master Blow. The Master Blow is like his end-all, be-all move where he manipulates all his energy and stuff into one punch, one hit, for the instant KO, right? Steroid shot. Well, this shit didn't put down Ben Grimm. And the dude with Black Bolt's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that shit's supposed to kill anything that's mortal. And you see Ben Grimm, he's like wobbled, but he's like, I'm not going down, bitch. And then you see Black Bolt can't go on anymore. He's KO'd from using all that energy. So, yeah, the fact he was clutching the W against classic Black Bolt, putting hands on him, and didn't get KO'd and put down by the Master Blow was ridiculous. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of Ben Grimm. He's one of my favorite characters ever. I have him as a tier 4 goon. And again, if we hit 600 likes, I will be dropping a part 2 to this. Also, Doctor Strange Part 2 Goon video, Dimensional Drive-Bys, drops later today. Hope you guys enjoy that one as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.